podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Gennady Golovkin Productions.
I must be the greatest. Let's get that done. I've been here before, and I know what it takes. Hard work, dedication. ThaBoxingvoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he is.
Oh, the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder. I think anybody out there listening or your kid, anybody, think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
15 minutes. Can you be booked 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration is leaving a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another spontaneous edition of the Boxing Voice. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are back with another breaking news edition. I wish I could have kind of meshed this one with the rumor mill, because as far as Floyd Mayweather versus Gennady Golovkin happening in 2018, there's no certainty in that. What we are bringing you is the news that Mayweather is come out most recently on TMZ a couple of minutes ago. So this is right off, right out the oven. That's how hot it is. And he said that he's not scared of Triple G. He was being heckled by a Triple G fan, and Floyd entertained him. And, he told him he's happily retired. So if you're not interested in talking about a theoretical, a what if type of Triple G Mayweather fight, then you should check out. This show is going to be that. I mean, I think that this is the right time. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about, why I think it's the right time and why I think Floyd should do it, giving all my reasons and hoping that he gets a copy of this show like many of the other fighters do and takes a listen, takes my advice, entertains me. I don't know, whatever the case may be. I think it is a perfect opportunity for Floyd. I'm going to play some audio, which dates back a few weeks. Okay. And by a few, I don't mean two. Let's say 3 months ago. Whatever's clever, whatever makes you feel happier. It's old audio, but it's informative.
Jack is not ducking or dodging anyone.
Right.
But what we want to see is this. We've seen Sugar Ray Leonard go up in weight. We've seen Roberto Duran go up in weight. We've seen so many legendary fighters go up in weight. But my nephew, favorite fighter, Triple G, has yet to go up in weight. But then you're so crazy, you know what? So then I see my nephew after the Kell Brook fight. And I talked to him. Yeah, he ain't really what I thought he was. I mean, he cool. I said, I told you he got punching power for a stationary target. And then he said, you would have killed him. You would have stopped him. You would have destroyed him. I said, nephew, you ain't telling me nothing new. There go my nephew right there.
You thought Triple G would beat him?
No, he don't.
So what I wanted to play that for was because Floyd says he's easy work. So I wanted you to hear it for himself. And also, I have some other quotes from a few weeks back that I'd like to read. And it's based off that same interview. He says, I seen Kell Brook fight Triple G, and you guys was crazy about Triple G, talking, oh, Triple G was such an unbelievable fighter. He's okay. I mean, straight up and down, no special effects. I mean, even at the age of 40. But I'm not looking forward to fighting Triple G. But that'd be easy. When asked if he'd school Triple G, Floyd responded, oh, of course, you know that. What's understood ain't really got to be talked about. Would he face Golovkin at 54? I can't go to middleweight. I never was a 154-pounder. And like I said before, when the history books is written, you know, when you look at the records, hate it or love it, they will say Floyd Mayweather was a winner. Now, again, I'm bringing up all this information because he said, no way I can go to 160. And again, this is Nestor telling Floyd why he should take it, right? And he's the A side. And I'm going to give you numerous reasons. You know, we're going to bring in even Conor McGregor on this one, right? Because Conor McGregor was a guy with no boxing record. 0-0, and you know, you choose to believe what pay-per-view number sources you want, either 1.3 or 2 million. Those are great numbers, and that was with a boxing guy. And people came out and bought the Floyd McGregor because they thought the fear, they thought that the unknown, McGregor could possibly do this or do that to Floyd. And that's still there. That's still there with Gennady Golovkin. People think that Golovkin would knock out Floyd. But this is a business, and in negotiations, you have to be shrewd. And Floyd needs to do what he did to Canelo and make Canelo eat his words about that 152-pound catch weight that he said he'd be willing to go down to. Now, Gennady Golovkin and Abel Sanchez have said in the past that they would go down to 54 for no one other than Floyd Mayweather. In the past, when Abel Sanchez and Gennady Golovkin had said that, you know, I said to myself, whatever, bro. Like, nobody cares about that fight. That fight is never gonna happen. You know, it's unrealistic. I thought that Triple G represented too much danger, and there was no way Floyd would get in there with him. But now, after the Kell Brook fight, now after this Canelo Alvarez fight, I'm wondering if Floyd is starting to see the dollar signs. Is he starting to see the vulnerabilities in Triple G and the fact that he can capitalize off of them? Let's be honest. Canelo Alvarez tried to be his best version of Floyd Mayweather versus Gennady Golovkin, and he did a good job, in my opinion. You guys know how I feel Canelo did in that fight. But if we're being honest, no one does Floyd Mayweather better than Floyd Mayweather. And if Canelo made him miss over 200 shots, Floyd most undoubtedly rather, will make this man miss, and he will make him pay and move away. Where Canelo suffered by staying in the same place, whether it be machismo, edging, you know, Triple G onto the ropes. We know Floyd doesn't do that. He moves, and he moves, and he moves. And I just have to wonder, is Floyd thinking to himself, well, damn, Canelo took his shot, a lot of them. And with that fear factor, I wonder how big this fight will be. Is this another $300 million pay-per-view for Floyd? How much would Showtime shell up for this? Would the fight fans come out now that Triple G, so many people think Triple G won, right? I'm in the minority. So if he comes out now and goes immediately into Cinco de Mayo, Mayweather takes back that Cinco de Mayo date, him and Golovkin fight, and Mayweather shows the narrative is to show Canelo and the world how to beat Triple G. This guy could be beat. I had to come out of retirement to beat it. Who's not going to pay for that? And if you're Gennady Golovkin, you know you're taking that 54-pound catch weight. Why? Because you can make it. You can make it. This dude was like 30 days out, 165. You know he can make it. You know he can make it. Is it going to drain him? Probably. Can it affect him? Maybe. But, again, if we're being honest, it's the only real way this fight could be made. If it could even be made. But, again, it's totally up to Floyd. He's the one that promised Al and his family that he won't fight again. But, again, if the bag is there with all the money, is he not going to grab it is all I'm saying. You know, you got everything you want. You've seen numerous fights from Triple G where he's not the same. He's getting older in age, but yes, Floyd is old too. Power's the last thing to go. So that's what I'm saying. That fear is going to be there. Those pay-per-views will sell. How big would this fight be? Ray Valero says he wants it at 156.5, though. I understand that, Ray, but you got to remember, I think Floyd only came in 149 for his fight with Conor. So difficult. Difficult for Floyd to give up that much weight when he knows he's already going to be giving Triple G 5-6 pounds at the weigh-in. He's not going to come in at 54. He just can't make it. He was eating Burger King the last time and he couldn't make it. So having Triple G come down in weight is not really to drain him. It's just to keep it realistic. Because if they were both going to be at 54, it'd be one thing. But Floyd's no 54. He comes in at 49 for those fights. He weighs in 49, 48, you know. A bunch of people would pay $100 for it. I'd pray in the chat said I'd pay $100 for it. At this point, I think every fight with Floyd is $100. The Pacquiao one started it, and then McGregor continued it. And honestly speaking, with the danger in the Gennady Golovkin fight, you know he's gonna want that $100. Rubiski says over 2 million pay-per-view buys. I think it does way more than that. If Conor McGregor with no freaking boxing background can generate that much, Gennady Golovkin, this is a real great white hope you could get behind. Let's just be honest. And this is not Canelo Alvarez. Like, Canelo had the weight to take the punches. You know, weight classes are there for a reason. Canelo had the punch resistance due to that body build. Mayweather is 147 pounder. He's a welterweight. He started his career lower than that. He's weighing in at 49 for a 54-pound fight. 2 pounds over his natural limit. He's probably not even 147 pounder. If he really wanted to, Floyd could make 140 if he wanted to, but there's no money in him struggling to make that weight. You understand? What is this? Oh, I'm not even going to say that name, but he says the McGregor fight sold only because of the UFC fan base. I don't know. I mean, they're reporting 4.4 million now instead of the 6.5, and we have 4 million by the Mayweather Pacquiao, so that's our boxing fan base. I don't know. But I get you. That is a theory, and I can't say that you're wrong. And yes, Jean-Luc Devin, it is wishful thinking. Why can't we? You know that I'm optimistic over here. I don't know why people don't get that. Like, I only watch boxing, you know? And Canelo versus Floyd did 2 million pay-per-views. So don't forget that. You're telling me that Canelo and Floyd going to do 2 million and Floyd Triple G isn't going to make more than 2 million? Floyd, listen to me. This is what you need. This is the free money right here. You're going to come back into the ring with another fucking ski mask because there's no doubt in my mind you don't beat Triple G. There's no doubt. Watching Canelo do his version of you, no, man, you still got it, bro. You fought a whole different style versus McGregor. That wasn't your style. You had a game plan. You knew what you wanted to do, and you knew that you wanted to go knockout. And we know now with all the rumors of the bets that you placed, that you really knew what you wanted to do and what round you wanted to get it done in. So I know that the fools out there that think that Floyd is washed up, is old, he's lost the step, they're crazy. He fought a specific fight for a tailored opponent, and he will fight another specific fight for this tailored opponent. Believe that. Believe that. Believe it. There's no doubt in my mind. This is real. I think that Floyd needs to think long and hard. He's still young. He's still got it. And we seen Canelo avoiding all those punches, man. We just got to go back to the defense. Statistically, Floyd doesn't get hit. Yo, he called him basic himself. He said he's basic, no special effects, straight up and down. Floyd, there's no way he can't outbox this guy. No way. Does Triple G bring massive pressure? Yes. But Floyd doesn't never stay on the ropes. He's too agile. This is free money, Floyd. You said you're not scared. This is the opportunity. You could steal back Cinco de Mayo, and I swear. Now, I wonder, man, again, because, you know, someone in the chat was right. Like, McGregor was that UFC, that unknown, that it was like this freak show, and that only did 4.4. Canelo versus Mayweather, that did like 2.2. Is Golovkin really going to take it over the top? And I think that it would, and this is my final reason why. Because with McGregor, we didn't know. The boxing fans, the public, they didn't know what they were going to get, but they bought into that. But with Gennady, we know what we're going to get. We know that he hits hard. Canelo just impressed us. No matter if you thought he won or he lost, he impressed you, not only by evasive defense, by not being hit, but also by being hit, taking those shots the way that he took them. It's not like we think that Golovkin can't knock out Floyd. We believe Golovkin can knock out Floyd. And for the people that think that it's different because Triple G doesn't speak English, well, Canelo didn't speak English. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? You don't got to speak English when you got knockouts. You don't got to speak English when you can go in there and the narrative to this fight be that, you know, people are outweighing Golovkin and he's still dropping him. Daniel Jacobs was like 189 pounds and he still got dropped. There's a lot of narratives. I'm telling you, I like the fight because I think that the time is now. In boxing, that's what people do. They wait around for the right time to get a guy. And the time is now. Triple G's getting older. He's looking slower. He's looking, you know, not as dominant as before. The Jacobs fight started it. And now Canelo, the smarter guy, moving up from 54 or 55, taking his punches the way that he did. And people think he lost his last two fights. There's a strong contingent of fans that think Gennady Golovkin lost both his fights. They think both Jacobs and Alvarez beat him. Floyd, this is your opportunity. Free money. Get the ski mask. Get the ski mask back out. You could totally wear the ski mask coming back into the ring for this one. There is no way you don't beat him, in my opinion. Look, I'm going out to the callers. If you're appreciating the show, hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show, and it lets us know that you like these topics. Now, again, these are just my thoughts. This is like my letter to Floyd, my reasons why I think this could happen. This is breaking news. He did just break this quote that he's not scared of Triple G on TMZ, but I'm just building off that. I think the time is right. I think Triple G has shown signs of wear and tear. Jim Lampley, who praised him, he's already saying it. Everybody's picking Canelo in the rematch. Floyd needs to sneak in right now and steal the thunder and make this an even bigger event. I'm just telling you. You can continue to be the boxing villain. And don't tell me that people won't think Gennady Golovkin's going to knock him out. Vegas will be turned upside down on bets for Golovkin. You know it, and I know it. And no Triple G fan can say it would be an unfair weight because we see how close to the fighting weight Triple G gets to in camp. And his trainer, Abel Sanchez, they've said they do 154 only for Floyd. The time is now. I'm telling you, do not drop the ball. Do not. Free money out there. All those Mayweather kids will never have to work. Not that they have to work now, but they would never have to work with another 300 and something million coming in and then whatever pay-per-view back end. I mean, the money is there. Listen, we're going out to the callers. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Show that you appreciate this show. Head on over to iTunes. Drop us a 5-star review. Come over here to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and check out all this extra content that we're doing over there as well. You know, support this show. Make sure that we stick around and bring you topics like this and more. Remember, it's Charlo Lubin Fight Week. We're going to have way more content coming out on all those big fights. So share the show. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Remember the number 1-425-569-5241 if you want to voice your opinion on this topic. You know, you want to be optimistic with me. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. That's NESTORGIBBS. You must add me as a friend in order to be added to this show. We're going to go out to our sponsors and then to our callers.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
I mean, talk to me.
Yo, now this is a fight, Ness. This is one I could sink my teeth into. And I think all the build-up and all the hype surrounding it will be based on the fact that, oh, McGregor accounted so well for himself. Imagine if a real boxer, a real fighter like Triple G gets in the ring with Mayweather. And I think it will be, you know, talk about stealing Canelo's thunder, man. Canelo damn near have to fight John Jones or some shit. I think it will be definitely an exciting event. And plus, when you talk about the specifics of boxing, I mean, Floyd is definitely in. If he brings Triple G anywhere close to 154, he might even throw him a bone and bring him down to 157. But heaven forbid he bring him down to 154. Oh man, Triple G's ass is grass, man. I ain't gonna hold up the line, man. That's my call. Great show, and let's keep this fight week pumping, man.
All right, I mean, well, thanks for calling in. I mean, look, I think that if you want to make it realistic, you want to make this thing happen, we have to talk 54. We've never seen Floyd go that high. So to ask him to go that high to make a dangerous fight is ridiculous. I think that we need to push the narrative of 54 if this is really going to happen. Floyd obviously has to get some sort of advantages because he's taking, you know, the dare to be great, right? Let's go to New York City, 347. Talk to me.
Peace. What's going on? Can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear, brother. What's going on?
Hey, man. Yo, listen, I remember when Sugar Ray Leonard was sitting ringside and somebody gassed him into going back in and fighting, and he went up against Camacho and he lost. I don't see this as a situation with Floyd and McGregor. I think people are giving Goof Lufkin too much credit. This dude spent the last 4 years avoiding competitive contact with real fighters. You can't sit and go through a career of D-level, C-level fighters, then come to HBO, get the marketing promotion of a lifetime where people have been programmed to think that this dude is a monster. Canelo put the spanking on that boy. The proof is in the lumps. G lost that fight. G tripped up Jacobs and just got that pass on that so-called knockdown. And this dude ain't knocking nobody out. He rabbit punching them and knocking dudes over. He ain't knocking them out. He ain't sleeping them. This dude is he's a hype job to me, and I think it's an unworthy payday. That dude needs to step up, face Gilberto, or even call.
But why? But this the whole point of this show. The whole point of this show is for Floyd, the smaller, older man, to sneak in there.
Move. Why does everyone need to move? For this dude, everyone has to move a pound.
Nah, it's not about moving. Listen, no. Yo, you're not getting it. You're not getting it, bro. It's not about moving for Triple G. It's about capitalizing on an opportunity that is big. You tell me who else is going to help Floyd right now do more than 2 million pay-per-view buys?
Who cares? The dude got 2 private jets.
I hear you, bro. Listen to me. I hear you. Remember that the narrative is him coming in and getting another easy payday. Him wearing a ski mask again.
He don't need it.
Oh man, he don't need
it. He got indoor and outdoor pools. What do you need a ski mask for? You got 20 girlfriends. What you need a ski mask for? Nigga, sit around, get your toes licked, and relax your life.
I hear you.
The only reason he would come back is to embarrass this dude. That's the only reason he would have to come back, and they're going to still make an excuse when. But
that's the point. That's the point of boxing, bro. That's the point of boxing. Showing people you better. Showing people you the best. So right now he could see it. He could see it. He's seen it with the Kell Brook fight, and now he's seen it with this fight with Canelo. This dude is vulnerable, and everything that is Floyd means that Triple G would lose.
Smashed him before.
I hear you. I got to get to other callers, bro. I hear you. You're against this fight. It's cool.
Let me just say this last thing. Mayweather gave him a shot. Mayweather told him to face Ward, and then I'll give you a shot. G didn't want to take the chance.
Yo, that is in the past. Ward is retired now, and we're talking about free money. We're talking about free money. I can't get that. I don't get that you don't get it. It's free money if you're Floyd with the skills of Floyd, with that skill set. Canelo fought the fight as if he was Floyd. Nobody could do Floyd better than Floyd. I'm saying I see an opportunity. It's no different than any financial investment. You know what I'm saying? This is that. You invest 8 weeks of training camp, but you got this fight if you can get those couple of things penciled into the negotiations is all I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to Iron Sal. Talk to me.
Yo, what's good, fellas? Man, I'm gonna entertain the fight, man. Let's just say Floyd can get him down to the 153, 154. I honestly think that Floyd will outbox him, bro. We seen Canelo in spurts outbox him for the first couple of early rounds. How I felt Canelo got gas, trying to do too much defense. But we all know that's not Floyd. That's not Floyd's MO, bro. He don't get tired. He puts in heavy work. So I feel if Floyd can drain him, then Floyd can take him to school. Obviously, we've seen that Triple G in so many ways. He's deteriorating a little bit. I don't think his power would go with him if he went lower. So, I mean, if it's there, I'm sure Floyd's the best businessman in boxing, bro. So if he sees and he feels he can win that fight, he's going to get it.
How many pay-per-views you think it does? How many pay-per-views you think this one does?
I think it does at least 2 because honestly, like Triple G has a really big because there's no shame in it. There's a reason why Floyd would pick like May and September to fight is because he's trying to get the Mexicans to buy the pay-per-view. So there's no shame in it. Everybody knows that the land pay more. They watch, like, you know what I mean? If you get the land to on your side to hate you or whatever, you're going to get more buys, bro. So, and Triple G, what I mean is because Triple G got a lot of Mexican fans behind him and lands, period. So I think at least 2, you know what I'm saying? I think Triple G would bring all the lands out, all the people that always had that grudge against Floyd. Most of the Mexicans that watch the fight are watching to see Floyd lose. You know what I'm saying? They're not watching to see him win. So I think it does at least 2, especially after, just like you said, a lot of people feel as if Canelo lost the fight. So they're gonna look at fucking Triple G like that dark horse that can probably give Floyd that L. So I think it does at least 2.
All right, Sal. I'm gonna get some other call. I think it does more than 2 because the Canelo did 2.2 versus Floyd. I think that Triple G has established himself with that Canelo fight. There was a large contingent that thought he won. I think it does more than that for sure. You know, and if it only did 2, I think Floyd could just negotiate a higher pay-per-view back-end dollar amount, you know, for every pay-per-view sold. Hypothetically, instead of 3, give him 5. You know what I'm saying? But it's free money is all I'm saying. I'm going to the 317-731. I'm alone. Who's this? 317.
Yo.
What's up? Who's this, brother?
Yo. Yeah, what's going on? This Mike from Michigan. I was just going on about the Triple G and Floyd. If Floyd beat him, like you say, he could beat him easily, just outbox him.
I agree.
And he can go and do cement his legacy better. He beat Triple G.
I agree, man. This fight at this moment only makes him greater and harder to top in the history books. Listen, you got a bad connection, brother. I'm going to go out to my Skype machine. I got M Stacks on Skype at Guanteo Boxing. Put yourself on mute until we go to you. We're going to M Stacks. Guanteo, put mute, baby. Talk to me. I hear you, M Stacks. Talk to me.
Okay, what's going on, Ness? It's been a long time, man.
It sure has.
Well, like I was thinking, man, I was in the talking to Austin Farron in the chat and stuff. And the thing about it is that's the first thing I was thinking. Floyd would eat this dude alive after the Canelo match. Because Canelo was trying to take a blueprint that Floyd used on him when he fought Floyd. He tried to do that shit to Triple G, and he did avoid a lot of punches, but he got hit a lot. And Triple G still couldn't stop him. He didn't even have the sense to go to Canelo's body, who gasses. Just like Conor McGregor, who gasses. What did Floyd do from round 4? He went to the body, okay? GGG doesn't have the boxing IQ to hang with Floyd Mayweather. Size doesn't make a difference, okay? The only thing that concerns me is Floyd's age. He was missing a lot of punches with Conor, even though it was fucking him up.
He fought a different fight, though. He was being an aggressor in that fight. He fought a different fight. That's not what he'll do. He's going to be a natural counterpuncher like he's always been in this fight. Listen, Styles makes fights, and you fight differently for every different opponent, man. You don't fight the same way you fight an orthodox and a southpaw. It's different fighters.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And that's another reason. He picks him apart. Floyd read that guy before he fought Jacobs, before he fought Canelo. The guy is straight up and down, no tricks, no nothing. The guy didn't even go to the body with Canelo. That really concerns me. Like, how you gonna be a complete fighter and you don't even go to the body in the biggest fight of your career to a fighter who gasses and is known for gassing? He could have got Canelo out of there in round 10 if he would have just gave him a straight jab to the body a few more times.
I totally agree. Listen, I got to wrap it up. I got a dentist appointment coming up. We're going to go out to a Guanteo. Talk to me.
What's up, people? What's up? How is it, Ness?
All good, brother.
Listen, I agree with you. Easy money for Floyd. Easy money. This doesn't have the ring IQ to stand in there with them. And the catch weight is also going to be a big factor. They're going to make him drain to 154, which is going to take a toll in the later rounds. But my thing with this fight is I don't see Triple G selling this fight. He does not have the attitude to sell pay-per-views. The fight with Canelo was great because there were 2 boxing stars. But when it comes to Floyd, you need to talk trash, just like Conor did. Floyd is older, and his trash talking ability has definitely gone down. He's not the same trash talker as he was before, and he needs a good trash talker to sell a fight with him. I don't think Triple G has that in him.
Well, all right, brother. Let me see. We got a couple of more calls. We're gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick. I don't know about that trash talking thing. I am gonna address your point, Guanteo, because the thing with that is you're Triple G. You don't need to talk trash. Remember, we like him because he says cute things like this drama show, or, you know, tell your mom I said hi. You know, like, that's what we like about him. Good boy. He doesn't have to. All he has to tell us is that he's going to make Floyd a good boy and we'll go fucking crazy. That's it. Because we believe him. We believe him. You know that we do. We all are expecting a certain type of fight when we see Triple G fights. So you know we believe him. We're going to Chris in the ATL. Chris, talk to me.
What's good, fellas? I think this fight's a good idea. You know, I was thinking the same thing when I saw the Canelo Golovkin fight. I just see a lack of speed in Golovkin. I see very slow reflexes. I don't think he'd lay a glove on Floyd as long as Floyd can. I don't know how his training was for the Conor McGregor fight, but if he can get his sharpness back and his timing and just, you know, do a real training camp, I don't think Golovkin lays a glove on him. The only thing that I see as maybe hampering the sales of this fight is the threat or the belief that people had before that Golovkin would, you know, knock Floyd out, maybe kill him in the ring. I think that was there before, but these last two fights, Golovkin hasn't, you know, knocked out his opponent. So that's the only thing I could see that would, you know, because I think the fight would sell big time if people had that belief that this guy is going to knock Floyd out. You know, a lot of the haters, you know, the haters, they would have they always have to have a belief that, you know, Floyd is going to get beat for the first time. This is going to be the time it's going to happen. But, you know, I think if Golovkin is aggressive in the press conferences and, you know, they can sell the fight as him being this knockout artist, I think this is a good fight for Floyd to take and get some more easy money. That's my call.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. And that's exactly what we're saying. We're trying to convince Floyd that this is an easy money grab. If he only comes back for the money, this is a way for him to strengthen his legacy, quiet the haters and the hardcores, but also make some easy cash in the eyes of the Floyd believers. We're going back out to the UK to our social media manager on Twitter, Rob. Little Eddie Hearn over there.
Gennady Golovkin Productions.
Why the Walter so about 90,000? This guy has been for like 8 years, 9 years. If Walter wants some of his work, you can definitely get it on ASAP. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Rob, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I'll just make it quick because I'm traveling back from work. But I just think if Floyd was to take the Triple G fight and Floyd comes away victorious, then I would definitely credit him with 50-0. I'm not sure I'm on board with the McGregor fight counting too much, but yeah, you'd have to tip your hat to him and say, yeah, 50-0. Finally, you got there. Yeah, that'd have to be my call, mate. I'm traveling, so well.
All right, Rob. Well, thanks for the check-in. We're going out to Pat in what looks like North Carolina, right?
Yeah, North Carolina.
What's going on, bro?
I think if this was 4 or 5 years ago, Floyd outboxed him easy. But the thing is, we don't. I mean, in the McGregor fight, he really didn't have to use his legs. He just walked him down, used a high guard. And even then, his punches wasn't sharp. Like, the first 4 rounds, I was like, Mayweather, he wasn't looking too sharp. I mean, so I think this is just good for the boxing fans, a fantasy matchup, but I don't think it'll happen. But definitely he can outbox him. I mean, like the other people are saying, he's pretty much straightforward. Most fighters from Eastern Europe, they throw a straights and left hook. That's about it. So I think he outboxing him, but I don't think it'll happen. I think it's just us being greedy. So, but that's it.
All right. Well, no, it's definitely not rumored to happen. This is more of a, hey, Floyd, if you want an easy fight, or not an easy fight, if you want what your fans consider an easy fight, take this Triple G matchup. It's there. They've already said they come down to 54. You know, Floyd's already said that he's basic and straight up and down. The facts are there. Canelo Floyd did 2.2 million. Canelo Triple G's rumored to do about $2 million. Floyd McGregor did 4.4. Floyd Pacquiao did 4. I think this one can be some big money for Floyd, you know, and it just happened overnight. Before this Canelo fight, maybe not so, but with that many people interested, oh yeah, put Floyd in there versus Golovkin, and I think we got ourselves another super fight, and Floyd gets another $300 million check. Win or lose, Floyd, that's for sure. But if you win, that legacy becomes amazing, almost unbreakable. So many things could happen if you win. I'm saying they're both getting old. So for people saying Floyd is deteriorating and all this stuff, they're both getting old. And I don't think there was deterioration in that last fight. I think it was a specific opponent, and Floyd fought in a specific manner due to that opponent. But look, this was just me writing my letter to Floyd, letting him know why I think he should do it. And I've done that. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NesGTO. And you can check us out on patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice for more exclusive content. And remember, it's a way to support and remember to keep the show you love here. So drop a 5-star review on iTunes. Costs you nothing. Helps with the visibility of the show. And remember that hitting the thumbs up, you can do that in the future, present, past. Also helps with the visibility of the show. Gotta go.